see the fire lookout up there, and then heading back down on this ridge. Look at that. Is it worth it? I think it was worth it. This is not bad. Mount Scott is not bad. Easy. Comparatively easy for what you
It was a good trail for today. I don't feel like it was bad.
All right, Saturday, July 11th at 6:37. Here's a tour of our camp at Camp Azama, Crater Lake. We got our food cabinet. It's car camping. Making some dinner here. Gonna have Frito pie for dinner. A couple of sleeping spots. And nice little fire pit. Got plenty of stuff to burn. Like your little spot over there, sweetie? We got a hammock we're gonna put up. And it's really nice to have, it's a luxury to have a food cabinet here because you can kind of spread out your food and just lock it up, nothing can get it. And we're gonna have a wonderful evening. It's not too bad, pretty good screening in between us and the neighbors. So, and then morning sunshine coming from there. It's all good. Okay, I was going to show you how much we're really suffering out here. Got our Frito pie, some classical music. She's loving her little burrito
Yeah,
she's
good.
got. Got some Pinot Grigio I'm going to pour myself here a little bit. We've got the ambiance of a campground with the kiddos playing over there. Oh, they've got one of those hammock things over there, honey. That's pretty cool. And we're gonna go up and watch the sunset and walk around the village and look at some of the historic architecture, and it's just couldn't ask for a better day.
all the way.
You definitely get a different vantage point.
Looks like people are continuing on through this.
Yeah.
It just keeps going.
It's color. That's real. We didn't Photoshop it. So quiet.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like
a lot better.
it's video of what we saw when we were here. Because I mean, you can Google
Yeah.
Crater Lake and you can get photos.
I've definitely been veering a lot more towards wanting to. You want to take a selfie?
Alright, Sunday evening, getting the fire going. And getting some dinner made over there. Soaking couscous and some white rice. We got some neighbors tonight. Looks like there's about at least 6 people over there, maybe. It's sleeping spot number 1. Number 2. There's our hangout hammock. These people got quiet. They got about a dozen kids over there or something. This is the Annie Creek Trail loop. It's right near the Mazama campground, is up there on that plateau. So this is the ravine that you can hike through. About a 2.5 mile hike. Nice little evening hike for after dinner type of thing, or maybe in the morning. But it's several miles from the actual crater lake. Another beautiful morning. And this is our last day. We're headed home. So I packed up and gonna hit the car here and head north as soon as I'm done with this hike. It's been a good trip overall. Good scenery, bugs aren't too bad. Weather's been absolutely perfect. The facilities here are very well run. So just some advice if you are coming here to camp in the summertime, the Mazama campground. It's about a little over 6,000 feet elevation. And I think 10 or 13 miles away from the crater actually. So just keep that in mind. Certainly not within reasonable walking distance. With it being at that elevation, it gets down to about 40 degrees at night. So if you're tent camping, just keep that in mind. I use a 20-degree down bag, and I was totally fine in the wee hours of the morning. Other than that, the bugs were, I used a bug head net, but I did not have to use DEET or a bug jacket or anything like that. It wasn't too bad here in mid-July. And I basically just brought the same gear I would bring for backpacking, including a water filter, which there is potable water in the campground and flush toilets, but one can get water at a couple different locations in the national park and filter it or boil it. Which is what we did for the most part. And other than that, if you have any other questions, PM me. Be happy to try to help out. Oh yeah, one other thing that I thought could be an issue. Was not an issue for me because I have a compact car and get really good fuel efficiency over, well over 30 miles a gallon. But if you're coming here, realize that it's a big park. It's kind of like, it takes, I think it's 25 miles to go circumnavigate the lake, and it's a lot of hills. And if you have a vehicle that doesn't get particularly great fuel efficiency, just keep that in mind. I think they sell fuel at the park headquarters, but wouldn't want to be filling up a big truck with that, because I bet they charge a lot. So if you have a means to bring some extra fuel, or just strategize where you're going to go, just keep that in mind. You're not going to be going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth from Mazama up to the lake too many times before that. Get down to about 3/4 empty. And honestly, I don't know where the nearest gas station is that I'm heading north back toward Eugene. So I'm gonna go hit 97, Highway 97, and I think there were several gas stations along the way, but I'm fine. I've got a half a tank. But if I were pulling a big rig with a pickup and had a 1/4 tank, you definitely got to research where the gas stations are for sure. And this is the climb out of Annie Creek and back up to the campground level, which is right up here. Some of these camps actually border the edge here, which is kind of cool. So, signing out from Crater Lake.